far. I just heard a cat meow, but I was like, no, I've got all of them. I know I've got all of them right now. I know I do. Got all the baby fuzzy Pokemon, right? I know many of you tonight are doing the election thing. Welcome to the day everybody every 4 years remembers the Electoral College exists. And most still don't understand how it works. Welcome to that night that takes place every 4 years. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Normally I would be super involved, but the balance, man, you gotta find. I'm still very politically there, but I balance, just real hard to find in my life these days. And I'm fully aware it's rather about. I don't need that. Anyway, I also promised little leading up to today she could just entirely check out if she chose, and she did. She was like, I'm out taking a vacay. So Little's like, just wake me when it's over. So she made sure she was up super early, that way she could go to bed super early, because she wasn't a part of this shit. She's like, I'm out, Mom. Just wake me when it's over. Like, I don't know. If you want to play shock and awe, you go right ahead. Anyway, I did remind her that, no matter what, the world still continues to turn. And not to forget that. Um, anyway, you know, it's strange these Tuesdays. Curious. Some others. Not all Tuesdays good, not all bad. I've had a life of strange Tuesdays, though, I gotta tell you. I have. Um, Found out I was in a Saber Prego with Eldest on Tuesday. Um, on 9/11, as the second plane was hitting. He was born on the same day the beaches of Normandy are being stormed. That, in 44, was a Tuesday. The day I had him was not a Tuesday. It was a Thursday, I think. I swear it was. I swear it was. And then, anyway, but the day he was born, which is obviously D-Day. There were meteorites and asteroids entering the Earth's atmosphere, some um, with more power and everything behind them than those used in wars of the past, including, major world events from World War II, or. And obviously the world was concerned at the time because the war was starting to rage at that point, and because of where those asteroids and meteorites had entered space, and atmosphere, they were afraid that they would be mistaken for war efforts against the U.S. And they're like, whoa, no, it was asteroids and meteorites because it was in the Mediterranean and Kashmir and all that. It was strange, meteorites and asteroids of that size and doing what they're doing, the day he was born. And then Little was born on Super Tuesday, often called Tsunami Tuesday. And then, of course, summer vanished on Tuesday. I should probably check out what date this was found, and then the other. Well, I know what day of the week the others were, so because it was after anyway. But yeah, I can't quite remember what day of the week that was. Um. Anyway, so and then whatever bullshit's raining today on a fucking Tuesday. Though, contrary to popular belief and what TV will have you think, it takes quite a while to actually get all the things. I mean, it's fun. Everything else just, it's fun. Anyway, it's not instant, and everything's. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm also not gonna sit here and explain how branches of government work. Because Lord have mercy, it's people that don't know all the different ones or how they function together. Sweet baby Jesus. Anyway. Strange and curious. And now, just because it feels like one of those days, I'm not sure what the hell this one over there is thinking. I don't know. I didn't listen. As you can see, it was recommended. I guess because it has my name, though spelled wrongly, which could be, hey, pay attention to me or try to correct me or irritate me. I don't know. You never know. Toss up these modules and folks and weird shit they get up to. Alright. So, I'd assume it's on purpose considering it's remained thus for 19 hours. I'll just assume. Um, now, as you can see, somewhere in there, the words of my own being, made into closed captioning, saying that I hadn't seen, the video, like, it was the stupidest. I was wrong. It was wrong. No, it looks like from the two sentences I read from this one. No, this one takes the cake over the other one. Now, look here. Just look here. Dude. And like I said, I'm just feeling some petty Tuesday type of way about it. I don't really take my eyes off of certain hive shit. Even if I'm far away in distance from it, especially right now. throughout the years. I know where certain people fell. Alright. And once you're in that collective, well, you don't ever really come out of that box for me. And when you continue to fuck around with those folks, and it's pretty evident, and it stinks to high heaven, I just ain't got nothing for it. I don't give a shit about the fucking arcs or anything else. Speaking of, I'm sure y'all can see YouTube is Not Real Life 3 down there. Looks like Shun Club Skank there. Uh, Nobody really gives a shit. It's one of them hoes. Right? Anyway. They're on 3 because 1 and 2 got boxed. I'm looking for my down. There it is, it's right below me. Anyway. No. Anyway, so, I would say out of the 1 or 2 sentences that auto played is something was recommended to me because it, well, has my name in it. I'd assume for the same reason many of these videos all you assholes make have one of our names or the other in it. And usually hashtag with Summer Wells and, you know, over the years. Well, every day. Just bringing up now, algorithms do it, you know. Can't imagine why. It's weird. I come on here and I didn't mention any AI generated face's name or like it's not my title. I didn't hashtag missing children or anything. It's fucking strange, isn't it? Don't they ever notice that throughout all the years I don't even really use many year olds' names in my titles. Not even channel names. Rarely do I do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna report you for let's see. Hate speech. There you go. You wanna be racist in my room? No, that's what's gonna happen. Alright. Don't do it. Anyway. Oh yeah. And we're on box number 3. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see. Yep. Alright. So anyway. Where was I? Oh yeah. Anyway. So we're gonna listen to this get together. We're gonna discover. Y'all wanna discover? I feel like fucking around, finding out, don't you? Now clearly, that's an M instead of an N, and now it's at, I guess, 20 hours. So it tells you one of two things even. She's stupid, illiterate, wasn't paying attention, or she's that manipulative and module taken. Probably all 3. I don't know. I did notice though that Ryan was mentioned. Ah, seems a little funky to me considering what your video contains and what Ryan's title does. And certain other things fucking afoot. But maybe you're oblivious. But anyway, I doubt it though. Because you're in credit Ryan. If you've been around here for all years and following something, you know that you gave credit to the wrong person for the wrong shit. I wonder why you're doing that with Ryan. I mean, he did do it about the 45th time. He's like the guy named Cam Christopher Columbus and hit piece, and I don't know, dude's a whole fucking fake douchebag, right? Up some shit for sure. Funny, funny, funny shit for monsters and abusers and leaving banners for his team. Yeah, go ahead. Anyway, so we're gonna listen to, I don't know what the fuck I skip around here. I'm gonna try to find the two sentences I read. Yeah, no, I left chat open so they could just do whatever the fuck they wanted. I didn't give a shit, and I'm not gonna be on here long.
This is wonderful. I love it. Hello. Okay, so.
And I'm not sure what's really going on here, cause
Someone thinks I make stupid videos.
I don't know what's up. I'm curious. Now instead of the pretty fake face, slimmer one than she actually has. She's in some sort of other fucking filter. I don't know. It's strange Tuesday.
This is wonderful. I love it. Hello. Okay, so. Someone thinks I make stupid videos.
I don't know what's up. So I'm curious, folks. Asses with sudden stupidity, but that may be the stupidest fucking video I've seen yet from him.
That's okay. I don't make stupid videos. But I'm gonna comment on the video that I just made. The previous video that I made.
So she uses my face and my name in order to do clickbaity bullshit and to get views up to advertise for her own self in the video part. Which, by the way, says she's putting out shit not known to the public and shouldn't be on. I mean, because that's real responsible, wouldn't you say? Cursed. Oh, okay. You say so. Can't imagine why you're doing that while Brian's over doing fuck shit and certain things look like they could be targeting certain folks around certain shit that people have gotten into. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird for me. But y'all going ahead now, you hear. Carry on.
Ad clip. I had two clips in it about Fred owning cars and Somerset on both of his properties. The first clip, his wife told us that he had made the statement that Summer's body could have possibly been in one of those cars he hauled off. And I think that's huge. And Mrs. Brown thinks that I make stupid videos because apparently law enforcement, TBI, FBI would have been all over that. Well, sure, that's the case if Fred Hill was honest, if that was his timeline, and he did go to the junkyard and he told them that.
Cursed, you're still stupid, and this just made it worse. Alright. It did. It did. Obviously, Ellie and, well, everybody else here. You remember my first messages to Ziggy being like, Fred's gonna fuck you, Ram? Yeah, and see, she already knew this, because MGL and him already had contact, several others, I think Nesbitt possibly. He was in touch with psychics, others. Clearly, dope folks with true crime channels here and shit, even prior to some revenge. He was up to shit. Alright? Talking to quite a few before Zig, he just followed script. It's fine. Did you notice in your other vids, Curiosity, when Ziggy pulls up into the fucking road at Fred's, there's already a black car with silver trim sitting there? I can tell you that I and local law enforcement recognize that car. Why do you suppose it was sitting at Fred's before Ziggy got there? And who do you suppose was driving it and also pretending and trying to mix up that car with monsters to make me all hysterical and try to buy it and all that shit? Anyway, so yeah, I guess they were just not there before Ziggy pulled in. It's fine. Who all were all the tour guides, by the way, to 125, 110, and Fred's? Because they were all, and they still are, all surrounded by the same team. Me including Ryan. Ish. Or whether no or not, it's fine. Fuck it. Man, you're hot. You heard me. Anyway. Now, that being said, I just, and some of us in real time watch him and Laura, we thought just sketched out and shit at first, but they were definitely studying YouTube and social media, and they were freaked out and staying mostly out of that hollow during certain times of the day, and then changing shifts, starting at certain times, weird patterns. Is there? I have all those in my receipts because, well, I'm me. And anyway, so all that applies. But yeah, whatever. So, look, homie, look. I'm just gonna rewind that bit because fuck, I forgot.
Stupid videos because apparently law enforcement, TBI, FBI would have been all over that. Well, sure, that's the case if Fred Hill was honest, if that was his timeline, and he did go to the junkyard and he told them that, they would have suspicion to look. But if he was involved and that was semi-truthful, do you really think Fred would have told them he hauled cars? No. Of course not.
I'm not even gonna attempt to parse that sentence that made no sense apart. Anyway, if he's involved in semi-truthful and he tells them, look here. I'm not sure how you think this works. But we all know that Fred's Fred and Fred speaks Fred. And it depends on which Fred you get. Crazy like Fox, uh, Schizo, Tweaker. It just depends. And on what Fred's up to, for sure. Obviously, because I did read the words, something about law enforcement writing on it that you're well aware it proves even like, mm-mm. But I will tell you that there are pieces that Fred drops. He leaks quite often too, if you know what, to look for out here, because it's fun. Anyway, yeah, carrying
And
on.
who's to say if he did haul cars?
So, it doesn't really matter, okay? At any point, when Fred brings in the whole car crushing thing, wouldn't matter when he did so. And I'll tell you what, I'm just
That he even took them to a legit junkyard, crusher, etc. Remember, it's been said they were closed. Hmm? Fred knew people. It's been said that
buddy. Buddy. Alright. Uh, maybe it might have helped when you finally came here for your Summer Wells pilgrimages this year. And then suddenly you had this change of being after the weirdo shit that you people get up to. Like, I finally traveled there. It was a dream, like Disney World. And I followed in the steps, and I walked deep in the hill, and I sat in the road, and I lit a candle, and I did whatever in Summer's room. I sat on her swing like the weirdo still does. I don't know what to say about all y'all, right? Y'all get weird. It's weird. Y'all are fucking strange. I don't give a shit which one of you it is. It's weird. Okay? But maybe while you're here on oh gosh, it's a whole different thing. And everything about my mind has changed. And look, none of the videos that we've all seen online are right. And the perspective, I thought the back door was here, but the front door is, oh my God. And it really, all that shit you did. Anyway, but for years prior to that, you just put out what all of you did. I seen several of you shit after your little pilgrimages down there this year. Like, holy shit. So, for all these years prior, you weren't even correct, like, in your mind. And yet, all of you, not just you, went about with this theory, that theory, based on even, I'm just like, holy shit. And terrorizing the fuck out of real people, including, alright, okay, right. But beyond that, maybe while you were here on your pilgrimage, maybe instead of going, you remember how you came back and decided to upload a video of the mouse's ear? The wrong one? And still not even remotely known any of it anyway? I guess fuck me. I don't know how danced into years and years and years and years and years prior to Summer even been born. On on a Wednesday, I believe. Um, Now any of that has to do with anything, or her vanishing, is really, I guess, just go find Mouse there and have a good time, like lockdown and know I'll come here and fake y'all the fuck out with another hit piece, scream test like Jenny Adrian on did to, and that fucking shit with the recipe, all that. I guess going and investigating included. Like, look, guys, I found Mouse Deer, but wait, Mouse Deer wasn't even it, and that's also the wrong one because the original burnt. It's not been rebuilt. I don't know what to tell you. That was hell of detective work. It really was, and it was useless as shit, and it helped Summer not at all. Um, it was great targeting, I guess. Though, hmm, uh, whatever. Uh, but anyway, maybe instead of doing that, maybe if you'd taken your time here on your summer Wells pilgrimage to open up, well, Google and see which crushers were here and maybe even still usually figure out what times they were open and what days, what the hours were, or that some of them stopped taking cars before close. I don't know. Maybe that might have been, or maybe going and talking to people or owners to see if cops had it. Yeah, I don't know anything. Maybe that would have been more helpful. Hey, but you got a mouse there in the wrong one and all wrong anyway. Wasn't even on that club. Um, super detective work to help summer. Yeah, that's what you're spending down on, man. Anyway, so here's the deal, Kirst. These are the feds, okay? FBI, TBI, specialized units, all the three letters, all the magical people that do shit, have equipment and stuff at their control. Y'all can't even imagine. They're like man, God, and beast. They're you don't fuck around and find out with them. All right, they are a force to behold. So anyway, all right, Holmes. Here's the deal. What they can do is at any point, when say like a crusher is mentioned, whether by a liar like Fred or not, uh, here's what they can do. They can go to those junkyards, no matter which. They can pull the lists of who signed for those cars that day. Titles to them, VIN numbers, all that shit. See who they come back to. Then compare those to known associates, Fred, even if Fred had someone else sign for him, or Lord, whatever, right? Narrow it down. Doesn't matter who, what, when, where. Alright, comes back anywhere near Fred, his realm associates, even if they'd like given them to somebody else to haul off the next day for less cash comes clean, they would have been able to line up associates and whoever signed in, VIN numbers of all this shit, right? That would have come back in some way to Fred, or been like, anyway. And then they can track those vehicles down. No shit. Now, alright, here's how it works. The crusher, once they get them here at, like, the two there are, once they get them, anyway, once they get them, they don't get them into the fucking sun, dear. Alright, they don't immediately vanish. They're usually there for quite a while until they accumulate a certain amount and do whatever the hell it is they do. And especially if it's near clothes and realize they ain't fucking with shit. So they're put in certain locations, right? They know where those are because they have to put some. Anyway, look, I don't know. I'm not here to educate you on all of it, but it's kind of how it works. Do you know how, like, when they search landfills, like Seth Quentin, they know which areas to look in? You think it's just a mountain of trash, right? But they know which areas to sort of look in. You know why? Because those trucks, they go different routes. A lot they're told on different days to dump in this area, this area, this area. Crushers and other things, they do the same. No shit. No shit, true story. And then once enough metal's gotten this area, or whatever the hell it is, it makes them do whatever, they then ship them out. Okay? That they have numbers associated with it, and then they know the next place they go and the next place they're put. And see, there's a path and proof and evidence and a line of things to fucking follow to those cars' exact location. Now, it takes a while because do you know what the intended purpose is when they take in scrap metal, junk cars, and shit at a junkyard? Well, it's to refine it again. It's to take out all the impurities, make it to make other things of it. It's to recycle. Alright? So they take them places that can be done. Now, that usually takes quite a bit because, believe it or not, around the world there's quite a bit of metal coming in. Thank God for junkies doing all the junky shit, right? Praise Jeebus, some more efforts. Alright. Now, follow me here. That process is going to take longer than. Look, no matter where it was at, feds couldn't follow it, figure it out. But since all they. And I'm just telling you, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not going to say how that was in detail. Because, I mean, I hear that's what those, like, are handing out job applications at Hawkins County, and the feds do. They detect things. And then the community hears maybe about things. Now, whether he lied or ran away or whatever, I don't know. Guess whatever they found. Yeah, but yeah, see how it works. I hope you do. No, no. But I'm glad when you're here on the Summer Wells pilgrimages, it changed your heart, your mind, your little arc, but you're still having out with the worst of you. And using my name in the house. Like, use my son's image in mind to make us all look sus and feigned ignorance. And it was a larger picture, but look, but you chose that section. Right? Uh, yep. I'm glad you found A Mouse's here. The whole ass wrong club and the wrong build name. It's fun. Too bad you didn't go to the Crushers and ask her. Even during either of these videos, did you crack? So far as I know, right? I'm not psychic, but as of right now, it doesn't look like you cracked open Google. Still, and looked at how many Crushers are here, what times they hold, or what times they held in, you know, that year, the pandemic, right? Or other creators long before you have already done all that. Or other creators who actually called those people and put that info out. God damn. But yeah, Fred's lair. And what kind of stupid question is that, Abby? Doesn't even mean what happened a couple nights at 110 before someone went missing. I, you're going to get specific. What night? Then do I look like Fred? Like I was everywhere? Like, or like a Jenny Adrian, like, oh, I'm in the bedroom. I live with these people. I actually live on video. I live there all life. I know all the people. Like, we might know each other. Oh, wait, you talking about that stupid shit y'all going with like a fucking giant party? A rager was happening the night before? I don't know what the fuck you mean otherwise. It's pretty vague and broad. Oh, dear. Anyway. Yeah, so, did you just do that? Did you do that? You did not, cursed. How you gonna put a damn video with my name in it? You better, look, girl, no, you did. Oh, no, it's still there. Okay, my bad. I don't know where it went. Holy shit. You're not hashtagging my name hard enough.
I love it.
The M threw off the algorithms. There. Anyway, so yeah, let's continue.
Okay, so someone thinks I make stupid videos.
I don't know what's up with some curious folks. Asses with sudden stupidity, but that may be the stupidest fucking video I've seen yet from it.
That's okay. I don't make stupid videos.
And I assume by giving you any attention for this will mean more eyes for you on the video you really wanted on. And it ain't because Fred's lying about cars, honey. We all know that. You know that. You've done enough stupid videos on it. So is everybody else. What you really want eyes on is that last part. Where you're fucking around and finding out with somebody else's life. And their family and community member. For someone entering this life. Feel good about that right now? While Ryan fucks around too with fake shit over. While other shit, it's fine. I'm just gonna with the tongue right now. Cause I can't. Curiouser and curiouser.
But I'm gonna comment on the video that I just made.
It really is like a fucking Rain Man movie. Judge Wapner 5. Judge Wapner 5. Fred lied about the cars. Fred lied about the cars. But here's this new thing in it. We actually want eyes on shit that should not be being done, but we're gonna do it in pretend. See, I thought you were gonna do better than this, though. I thought you weren't part of all that shit. Curiosity. Why are you doing that shit? And do you really think I don't get the point in you putting this up and advertising when I then hoping I'll do exactly what I'm doing, which is not really helpful to it. Other than to you and whatever the fuck you're targeting over there. Strange shit though. Not really. Pretty unworthy. Wonder who's unhappy around certain shit. And it's, I'm just not gonna say any more about it.
The previous video that I made had a clip. It had 2 clips in it about Fred hauling cars and Summer sent on both of his properties. The first clip, his wife told us that he had made the statement.
Oh dear. Should I get on here and tell y'all where all the scent locations are, or why they might be here, why they might not be here? Correct certain things? I don't know. It's not gonna happen though. Can't.
That Summer's body could have possibly been in one of those cars he hauled off. And I think that's huge. And Mrs. Brown thinks that I make stupid videos because apparently law enforcement, TBI, FBI would have been all over that. Well, sure, that's the case if Fred Hill was honest, if that was his timeline.
Like I said, go through the past few years before you. Some people called or at least looked up those scrap yards and did all the things. Some actually went there in person long before you. Some already hold this info and are putting it out. The answers you seek are years before you. Well, Mystic Witch Moon, I'm sorry you have a problem with the disabled and those with cancer. See, it's cute. You can't miss it on my icon. But I love that tonight. You're just over here trolling the disabled and cancer and all that shit's great. And you got it messed up. Bless your little heart, honey. Bless you. Anyway, so we're not getting derailed. Here we go.
And he did go to the junkyard and he told them that they would have suspicion to look. But if he was involved and that was semi-truthful, do you really think Fred would have?
Let me tell you something, curiosity. I'm gonna give you a little piece of something. Are you listening? Are you listening? I'm gonna pull a Dawn, but I'm gonna be real about it. Alright? Instead of Dawn's precursor, if he's getting ready to feed you bullshit, I'm getting ready to feed you something real. You know how Dawn's always like, man, I shouldn't tell you that, but look, there's this new thing, and you can always tell he's full shit, and everybody for 6 years prior knows all that, But, look at me. I'm gonna give you something new today. Besides whatever the fuck this is. That you really want eyes on with a name in it. It ain't got shit to do with the Crusher, let's be real. Okay? While Ryan's over there being a fuck shit. Now, for reason, it's fine. Because the game's afoot and fuck shit, and because of how investigations work, they work from the inside out, and, I don't know, and the feds and others and the three letters and all the magical guys, the beasts and gods types, those magical motherfuckers, they work in their own mysterious ways. But I tell you, it's strange after Fred was making his little long ass walks out of the hollow to everybody else's driveways where he didn't belong to Snoop and looking for imaginary fucking loose dogs and shit that he forgot he should continue looking for and never did. Fred spent an abnormally long time propped up on the trash can. of ours across the street. You kind of wouldn't leave the motherfucker, right? Anyway, I don't know what struck people dead for the longest time. It took me a bit to have the thought. I'm like, bro. Because at that point, even after this shit happened, I was like, man, like there was an entire bus and trailer load of searchers that watched me put that trash in that trash can. Uh, the day I did, because I was unaware. None of us were really told they cut off mail and trash services, and I still didn't become aware of that for quite a few days after telling us the whole time. Was like, what the fuck? I'm just whatever, right? Um, I think Mother Neighbor of Cancer brought it in. She's like, man, I couldn't even get a package in there, my cancer meds. What the fuck? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they cut them out. I was like, shit, I just thought it was they couldn't get through or I wasn't getting my... Okay. So I might fucking trash hadn't been taken, you know? Anyway, but there were certain days, right? That certain things were, served across the street. They only seemed to happen after Fred was around there having meetings with folks on very quiet weekends. But that trash can, I thought, what the fuck? I was like, well, I guess they want the trash. Let them take the trash. I don't give a shit. I could see why they might. Yeah, whatever. Didn't bother me none. Um, but then after I thought about it for quite a long time, I was like, man, Fred's come and go, and him and Don are fuck shit, obviously. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. But it took me a while. I was like, man, though. Fred was straight propped up on that fucking trash can. Those couple of days he kept coming at his exact spot. He kept going, well, now whether it be for comfort or him just leaning or doing, he just, unless it was to wander off eventually with the seemingly planned meetings of him and Dawn, I don't know. But along with hitting 110 while they weren't there, they also took that trash from across the street. Well, they didn't take, I don't know, I can't, like, they went through, I don't know. I ended up having to pick up gloves and all kinds of shit. It's like, fuck. Because we want trash services, it has to be in pack or that. So, it only seemed they were interested after Fred was all propped up like this on the trash can for like 2 days running. Wouldn't leave that motherfucker. Yeah, but then again, it's I still can't swear to it, but I was like, man, after all, it's like it is weird. They'll only hit that trash can for Fred's all fucking around it, and Dawn's all fucking around. They're having these weird meetings on the quietest days, and then one where one's gone. Yeah, I don't know, but and things are served around there. You know, well, Dawn's about everybody else's doors being kicked in, but everybody else's doors were whatever. Anyway, so like, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I ponder that. No, but once again, get this, no shit. Feds and law enforcement on it too. No shit. They thought of things as simple as trash. After a rant when people had been there, or for whatever purpose they did that for, but it seemed rather automatic. It still does. It was only after Fred was there propped up on it for 2 days. Or roundabout, you know. And then, all these other things take place. And it could be for any reason. It's no real business of mine. It's one of those curious thoughts. I remember telling friends when I'm like, shit, I want more, I got more trash. Give it to them. But, no, I think they did that for a reason. And it seemed to coincide with Fred being propped up on that motherfucker. Or hell, who knows? Maybe Fred, or maybe it was just the way those things work. Since it was out there, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I just found it strange it only happened after Fred was all propped up on it. So. Meanwhile, both of them talk about beating each other's asses online in front of the world, but boy, they were all like, hey, buddy, when they were together. And just all like they knew one another was supposed to be places. It was strange days. Especially after Egypt down there seems to have gotten a little worried about scent dogs and shit. And very concerned Summer and Jason. And that's all I could talk about. And apparently, I just found out the other day. I was listening to a piece. I was going to play it the other night, but I didn't quite get there. I'm not sure when Don said it, because that don't matter. Whether he wove it, or whether it's true, or whatever else, I don't know. Others beyond me will know. Or whether he heard some of us say it and took it into his own story. But, Fred did tell me that the little girl, oddly enough, according to him in his description, looked almost identical to Slimmer, had been taken or vanished from a bunch of cooks that were moving around the hills, right? Sounds like, I don't know, I just know at dawn at some point there's audio or something, him telling somebody that Fred in the first evening or something, they told him the same shit. First evening or two, first little bit, was trying to give him the same shit. Went to the back of Hollows, saying nothing but that, And even that doesn't make sense. What does? Fred's been on that fuck shit, dear. Since the second one. But so, like, so great deal minute. Summer sketched out because they have reason right to be worried about something. Yeah, I mean, some is fine and I think warranted and whatever. But their shit, I don't know. Some of their reindeer games all smell and look similar. Certain ones, that's fun. So fun. It will be. I'm certain of that. Jello and mud and bullshit doesn't outlast. It doesn't outsmart, and it only covers for so long. And the thing is, you can't actually nail Jello to the wall. Eventually, if you do it right. I know y'all are not asking me about a bear. It's got to do with blew the hand off by the bees fellows, seen some fuck shit there, and I'm just not gonna put attention on. And me and others through here putting out horse shit. I know where people say the origin points are for that stupid bear shit, but common sense. It should prevail. Hmm. In the middle of woods, bears always exist, bro. However, I'll tell you, for the most part, bears are. Look, these are not goddamn Kodiaks or Polars, okay? You can walk right up on them. Hell, one of their houses we had, I stood there, I raised babies, and a mama bear and her cubs were like 8 feet away, laying underneath the tree almost every day and shit. At night, doors were open and shit. These bears are not fucking like, I'm coming down to, they have enough. No shit, they actually do eat other critters, berries. They have ample food supply, okay? And now sometimes when they're driven down on the mountains by fires or something, some of the males or whatever, or if they're spooked, you have to be a little more cautiousness in there, but, basic bear safety. Either way, the point is that, a bear attacks something, Ellie specialists, trackers, searchers, community members, scent dogs of all varieties, etc. would not miss. Just wouldn't. And if you need the condition of the soil, the ground, the tire marks, like when it rain last, all these things. Like, yeah, man, no. Mm. And I think that would follow for not just all lore, but all the searching. And where, and obviously with the dogs. Because they did go everywhere. I don't know if y'all think they just pinpointed and spotted those dogs and they were only let out in circles. Those dogs went through all the woods and all the properties and all the houses and all the buildings and all the cars and everywhere in the searches with them. They were not just like, oh, we need you to check this spot and put the dog back in the car and leave. That is not how it worked. These dogs were there working with them, doing ridges and through the woods and all the searches and things. Right? They were hiking cuties too. They were very good boys. So, I remember when I believe it was the fed handlers for certain ones. I remember certain girl. Oh gosh, she was so pretty. I feel like it was he. Still his name, anyway. But if he gets all anyway, just say this to him and whatever, he'll get back on. I was like, I don't know why you're telling me this. You and I both know that dog ain't getting off track. He never did. Um, so yeah, that dog was not having any distractions while he hunted. None of the good ones did. That's what they're trained for, and they're good at it. And they were very pretty well taken care of. They were such good boys. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe you gotta go ponder over some trash. I mean, don't. Because, get this, the feds already have that hand. They already thought about it. That does make one wonder. I still wonder. But, whatever. Especially combined with other movements and weird shit. And there were certain times after people felt safe to come and go, at night and such. And weird fuck shit. After they were done studying online all day and having touch already in the very earliest times. Hell, even probably before Candace and Dawn, honestly. Ain't that weird? Um, yeah, with YouTube and social media and everything news oriented around summer while playing fuck shit games. So, yeah. Hmm. Oh, yeah, I guess we should play the rest of whatever this shit is that you want eyes on, and not because it's hard hitting news that Fred's a fucking liar and he's lied about all the fucking cars when, where, and how, and he did la la. Because, boy, ain't that hard hitting news to put out for the 4 Song. No, and you want eyes on it because last time wasn't enough of it. You my name and hoping all the things. Yeah, I'm just. I ain't built this way. You should probably go back and spell it right. Algorithms might treat you better while you use my name to get up to fuck shit.
Told them he hauled cars? No. Of course not. And who's to say if he did haul cars, that he even took them to a legit junkyard, crusher, etc.? Remember, it's been said they were closed. Fred knew people. It's been said that they trade dope for cars.
Oh, Fred knew people. It said they trade dope for cars. Yeah, and I don't bet feds know about all of them. Or other people know about them and gave the feds their names and who those people might be. And like I said earlier, in this, just not that long ago, should have tracked down all known associates. And if any of those were on the list, not just that day, but for weeks forward, crushing cars or doing that, or when they went to check their houses or locations and cars were there, oh my god, no. True detective work? No. Barney Fife just came in there and dropped his gun and his pencil, and he said, fuck it, and he left. That's what really happened. Mm. Also, let's not forget cell phone data, right? Cameras that exist on their way in and out of there. And out of curiosity, if Fred hauled cars because he couldn't have necessarily avoided certain cameras, and even if he'd wanted to or had prior knowledge of how to, the trailer width and stuff would have made that impossible. So would other locations with known cameras. So even if he'd left cell phones or whatever behind him or anybody else, hauling cars out of there, be on camera. I think I just canceled out the need for any further Fred and car videos. Or maybe the feds didn't, or he traded them for her. Oh, it's concerning. And Ziggy said, Fred said. He would have been on cameras. Blink, blink, blink. You good? And get this, some cameras you can like do like 175 pass, right? And you might not get quite caught up with camera speed versus car speed, right? I have quite a few to that shit here, it ain't working. But a hole in a trailer and all this are nope. And so any of the ones in either direction, up and down, anyway, no matter where he would have taken, man, yeah, I'm gonna bet Fred with any vehicles on any car at any point would have been seen. So would it really matter if he told Ellie he was or wasn't when he would have indeed been on camera? So tell me again why you're making second video number two, stupid video number two. To advertise stupid video number one. What's really in video number one? And mm, either way, then you gotta think, even if there wasn't a fucking camera, look, bro. And here's the thing, corrections are pretty particular. They keep footage back quite a bit, most of them anyway. Just because of all the stolen shit by tweakers that comes in, they want to make sure they cover their fucking asses. Copper, catalytic converters, it's hella money going in and out. Shit they don't be responsible for. They have really good cameras in places. Cops, LE, feds, they would have a known list of fucking tweakers that come in and out, and they know most of them around pretty well. And could identify even Liz. I mean, like, damn, you know? So, I don't know, but yeah, it's real hard hitting Fred Cars. He lied. Fred said, no shit. That ain't the point of any of this.
Car parts.
Anyway.
See, it's not just black and white. If Fred hauled cars, then Ellie must know and they must have looked. Okay, fine. We've seen in Leilani's case, we've seen in Sebastian's case, they thought those children were in the I don't want to say trash. The landfill. They thought those children were in the landfill, and one was. My point is, that was all over the news.
So you know about landfills? Where they found a little one in all those mountains of trash. Well, after already having named a prime and only, no people needed to go insert in Chatham County or in Quentin's case in the least, but everybody did, didn't they? Followed that, made content, did all things. Same ones are involved here in Summers and destroying fucking with provocateurs on the ground. Hold on. Same ones in Sebastian's too, huh? Usually I'm all caught up. Anyway, I guess. I wonder how they pinpointed such a tiny one. What remained inside of that giant mountain. None of you tragedy pimp buddies or others. But you ever seen the motherfuckers volunteer to go search fucking, yeah, that shit? No, they like them clean ditches, roadways, all that shit. Right? They don't want to do no trash or finding real shit. But either way, like I said earlier, it's because there are known locations that certain trucks and equipment go, just like for metal and scrap yards, and group numbers and correlating bins and which ones are going where and all that. That's how it works. That's how they pinpointed the area Quentin would most likely be in amongst all of that. What it seemed like to the world, needle in a haystack name it still was, wasn't it? But guess who was out there doing that? LE Fed specialists. Not the MGLs, the Dollies, Clowns, Eileen's, ICUs, Raps, TM shares, you know. You know, it was those men and women who did that. Alaskan YouTubers see their whole ass fucking way out of Quentin's case and have to make changes and shit and signage to get the fuck on. It's where I got tragedy pimp sticks so good that others in the community were out there in the road screaming at us like, hell yeah. But one clay. John couldn't quite get it the stick right. I finally got it there. It's like, hell yeah. But none of the creators will ever show you that. Anyway, so thing is, yeah, I'm pretty sure they've got it, man. data dumps, cell tower things, cameras, reams and reams of data. You listen to Pruitt tell you not to listen to Fred, he's full of horse shit. Um, right? But you won't listen to him and he tells you they've got all the reams and reams of data and this, blah, 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 you know. If you're not aware of all that, come on, bro. Trading cars, you know, like whatever time and date he gives from 1 second to the next. Yeah, whatever, but that's not the purpose of any of this shit, is it?
Do you not think if TBI, law enforcement, FBI thought that Summer's remains was in one of those junkyards and they did look, you don't think that the news would have got word of that?
You really think that? Are you serious right now? I know you're not. You have to be shitting me, though. You think the news puts out everything they know? Are you serious? Or every search for Summer or every step where they get word of law enforcement being somewhere or something. Okay, world. I think you have real news media and journalists fucked up with tragedy pimps. Is what I think. Hey, how any of this works, sunshine. I can tell you that fact. Good lord. And shit, if that was the case, homie, don't you think y'all be having a lot more content other than just running one of our names and whatever and hashtagging it somewhere, pretending y'all running real investigations during this motherfucker? Or hit pieces? Or things to get eyes on to start getting into shit in a group manner? Or fucking with people locally in a group manner? Um, I don't know. What you're doing in that piece seems real helpful, though. Anyway, found it a lot. But yeah, I know you're not that stupid. Otherwise, y'all have a daily lineup of new shit from all the journalists coming and going around here. Be like, Ellie was here, and they were doing this, and they were doing that, and we got info on. You know better. What is this stupid shit? I'm just gonna rewind it.
All over the news. We've seen in Leilani's case. We've seen in Sebastian's case. They thought those children were in the, I don't want to say trash. The, they on it.
And once again, they don't have to search the whole landfill. They didn't have to search the whole landfill even for Quentin Deer. They pinpointed a location because they know which trucks go where on certain days. Just like they know the location of certain cars and where they're placed. They can take the dogs in. You know what? I'm over you.
Landfill. They thought those children were in the landfill, and one was. My point is, that was all over the news. Do you not think if TBI, law enforcement, FBI thought that Summer's remains was in one of those junkyards and they did look, you don't think that the news would have got word of that? We didn't hear nothing about them looking.
What if I told you that law enforcement clearly had Primal's name before y'all ever entered it, down there in Quentin's, and they had a good idea how everything been done? Hence the reason they had a Primal in mind. They were just trying to acquire Quentin's remains to seal the deal on her fate in court. And they were getting shit shook and airing certain things on the news like tools do, or and then you did have tragedy pimps flying around putting it all online anyway. So there's all that.
For her there. It was not on the news. It was not talked about. So no, I do not think they looked for her there. So I think your theory is way off. My video wasn't stupid. My video is looking for accountability. If you say you hauled cars off the day,
There's so many things that make this stupid, and I've named quite a few, and then you've doubled down. But you're only doubling down from what you're not mentioning here. That's what you want eyes on, and I'd bet whether maybe you even realize it or not, but I know it's irresponsible what you're doing there. Fucked up, really. And I have a feeling of why it's possible being done for home and with a group. This ain't got shit to do with Fred and fucking cars, dear. This is my guess.
Summer Wells went missing. And you didn't just say it one time. Fred said it several times.
Fred said it thousands and thousands of times in different ways. We all know he's lying. There's been a billion other bigger creators and you break it down. I've broke it down. One more video about it, including your own. It's about something else. And that you use this to advertise the last one. I'm not gonna repeat myself.
And then at some point in time, that story changed. Now, do I believe what he said? I don't know what to believe. I just want to know why he said it and why the story changed. Because now it is a definite.
And also, I'm just going to tell you again without giving you anything, that you are wrong on the way you heard something he said because your perception of what he's saying. Because you don't know. Which makes the entire thing absolutely fucking stupid. And I mean, granted, perceptions change, the way you take people, face, like, some people take everything more literal, some people don't have it. Yep, we all do that, I guess, right? In some ways, it depends on the day you hear something, how you hear it, this, the other. Nah, I guess I shouldn't be that mean on it, because, as far as that goes, but all I'm gonna tell you is something he said that you've picked up on. Is not what you think he's saying. But you think that's what he's saying. That ain't my problem. So, and so therefore you've put out the video based on your perspective or your way of understanding what he's saying. And I guess I can't fault it because we all, it's like, one time you hear one of them say something, but, and nobody, not even any of us, hold all the things because obviously if I fucking did, I'd be this far out or anything, but, we wouldn't be curious too. Or still seeking answers or the truth or justice. You know? I think the bigger question is if you're not group and hive oriented, and well, this small little piece did with all the inconsiderate shit geared towards someone, blah blah, and it'd be better to keep hammering on why. Why? Why is Fred doing all of this? From the first seconds, minutes, and hours, the same way others in there were in his game, Fuckery and Jello. And studying of social media and contact with it is only similar to a couple others in there. The why to all of that hides the truth. The keys stopping that stupid game all of them are playing and using this film for chaos. Targeting. Content. Whatever's in the center of all that is where the truth and answers and key for Summer are. If you gave a shit about Summer, you'd watch who you hang around and what you're doing with some of these pieces of curiosity. And you keep asking why the lies, why the games, why the narrative, why there's only a certain few in there playing the same shit since second minute one. And that's the answer, because I'm telling you, whatever's happened to Summer, simple. More simple than this place has made it to believe and is still trying to. Especially of late, and the fuck shit they're getting up to here on the ground, my eyes are off of, and nobody's listening to a great deal, many of us. Because they're afraid we might speak on how extreme they're going currently. And I won't speak to it yet. Either, because I can't. Yeah, you heard that right. Can't. Y'all have no idea. No idea. Some of you do, though, don't you? Absolutely. Really? Anyway, it's fun. It's all fun. Small big boys, small boys. Yeah. But yeah. There's a question you should be asking every day. There's what you should be doing. Look at your fellow hive and ask them why they've done what they've done. They're hanging out with, around in the chats, ask them why they've done it. Most of them admitted to it, being called at it, recorded, blah, 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 blah. Saying they're doing it for XYZ, this, there, I mean, yeah. Strip all of that bare. And twizzle it. Because in all that chaos, all the jello, all the mud, all the jello and mud, and testing like fucking math monkeys, there's a simple answer. There's truth and justice. There's peace. You know? There's peace. To so many souls and hearts. Summer herself. And all the real men and women of LE. All the specialists and everyone in our community who knows her. And those who do wonder and worry. And still look for and search for and want the answers and the keys and less destruction. And whatever the simple answer is. Because whatever it is not this overcomplicated hot ass narrative shit template with an investor crew that it always is in every one of these high profile cases that you all keep up with and such.
Change.
No, and get this, curiosity, you weren't the first one to take a picture or walk up to a strip club either. Smiley Biggie, that was, well, cause that dumb bitch went to one in Florida and started harassing strippers down there. Lady's done run her ass off, too. It's wild. It's funny. I guess that's supposed to get me as well. I don't know. Then, let's all not forget the famous artwork of Lisa Lavac. Or whatever the fuck her name was, her name. Just cigarette, the bunny, the pole. I know. Still waiting to figure out how that's fucking blue. It really solved all of it, didn't it? That trading deck of cards, too. It was wonderful. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well.
Because now it is a definite, oh no, no, I didn't haul cars off. Mm-mm. Well, then why did you say you did? Now, as new timeline, Fred will tell you that after Andy left the holler, after Fred and Laura had to move the trailer to let him by, that made them late so that they couldn't make it to the junkyard. Okay? It took all that time to move the trailer to let Andy by. Laura said that she didn't see the girl in the car. She didn't see the truck. She seen a white truck. No mention of the vehicles that Fred seen.
Wait, what happened to blue truck, the blue this, whatever that, this, that, and there? Half of which were always meant by Fred to target another neighbor's innocent family members who were very upstanding, doing nothing more than visiting, all because he hates him for buying family property and for being sick of his meth trash. He's trying to get that fella killed too for years by putting out the same shit he did to Zig and her dumbass bitch handler, local tour guide, who was like, "Nuh-uh, Fred, that guy's in Whitsec. No way!" That dumb bitch. Local stalker of all of us. Dumb bitch. Whitsec. Yeah. Well, they could put it out and target that neighbor. It's like, oh, he's been putting that shit out for years, hoping somebody will buy it, I guess, and hurt that neighbor. Right, because, you know, snitches get stitches. Anyway. But, yeah, swear to God, he's been putting out that weird shit. And by weird, you know, he said he never hallucinated the other night. Bro, he just tried to say people in that community are in there under whatever the fuck it is, like you see on movies where, like, you know, they're given new faces, new identities, whatever jobs, but like Tommy Lee Jones and fucking, what is the name of that? Men in Black, post office. It's exactly what Fred was describing of another neighbor. Everybody in the entire goddamn community who ever told that story to was like, oh God, Fred. Shut your mental meth monkeys up. Even the other meth monkeys didn't buy that shit. So then he tried to use this realm to fuck with it. Like, you got you dumbass tragedy pimp local fucking helper motherfuckers being like, nuh-uh, Whitsec. You gullible fucking buffoon. Anyway, but yeah, he was just trying to target their kid this year because he's like, T Fred, you know, it's kind of what the fuck he does. It's a whole hell of a lot of what Fred's done with this film is target the absolute shit out of people for different reasons, people you don't even realize he's doing it to, but there are enough hints out here for some of us to be getting what the fuck he's throwing down. Even sometimes them saying a name. That's the difference between all of us here locally, you know. Even if y'all are given specific names to target and fuck with. Or targeting locals that you've wrapped up in all this shit and had help you for years fuck with shit. and target others and stalk and terrorize and name, shut the fuck up. Maybe not go to cops. I don't know. And you're vague hinting at them that you're gonna fuck them up if they do, or their families. I don't know. About like y'all tie the bags up on each other too, eh? I don't know. Last man standing gets the crypto, guys. Right? Right? Anyway, let's carry on.
She didn't see Dawn. She trips up and says, I wasn't with Fred that day. Or then, as in she was trying to say she wasn't with him that day. That's just my opinion. Could have been just a stutter. She made the comment on Ziggy's channel, no other channel, that what could have went wrong did go wrong. It took them forever to get that one little Ford Escort loaded. All that time. And then what? You're trying to tell me that because you had to move that trailer to let Andy buy, you didn't make it, and therefore then you took the car back off? Why would you do that? You could have took it the next day. That's what you said in your videos, that you would get cars ready for the next day. So Andy wasn't on that road that day. Andy was on the road the 14th. Okay? A detective has been called.
And get this, no shit curiosity, the first person online to ever say Andy wasn't on that fucking road or internet though. And here are receipts. And though I hate that abusive, monstrous piece of filthy fucking child, woman, elder, animal abusing, horrendous human being with every fucking fiber of my being, and his stupid whores helped target my daughter along with all of you all and my children and decimate us for cash for their dope and their camper and all the shit, you know, and acquired to do exactly that, playing with Candace and the rest of these motherfuckers and locals and all things and getting away with it seemingly. I will, to my last day on this earth, point you back to the goddamn messages I made public myself to prove that he was not in the road that day. He could not have been. Cell signal, data, you know, all these things, right? Feds would know this. Have this signal in there if you know it. You would know messages weren't possible, nor were calls, etc. So it clearly shows Monster was not in there. Could not have been in there any of the times Fred allows, right? Now, he might have been banging a horn in the bathroom, but I assure you there are cameras on that. His hidden cell phone with Horbag, who he kept forgetting recordings and for beautiful things. But all that shit, plus the GPS on my car, yet all the things are there. Sirius is an extent, all that, it's there. Okay. His regular stuff up, cameras in the bay, cameras at the source. All that. Combined with those messages prove he was not in that road. Him, Dawn, law enforcement all showed up right at almost the exact, you hear the word almost, right there. Okay? And, anyway, so yeah, I'd be the first, and there were others, Jenny and Adrian and Vince were like, we called his boss, and we proved it, GSP started making him look guilty. Bitch, no, I ain't never have. Put out the fucking messages. I've also put out further ones to prove he could not, was not in there. Also messages showing where feds were at workplace, but for other things, but, supposedly looked at the cameras on what days those were. Like, even what Ryan did was stupid, but he did it to super cleanse for the helpful low, low price of tormenting the fuck out of I and the kids and going to my brother and grandfather's graves and doing fuck shit to get special permission to go on 125 and use it to target us near Christmas and a visit with my eldest and to be looking for Little and Iron location to spot orders in place. That's what your buddy does, Ryan. That's what he does. While he asks why women and children are missing in East Tennessee, where has one of the highest rates of domestic violence and violent crime in the entire country, despite we all believe about Chicago, New York, LA. And we're always taken super serious around here. As you can see, lost calculators, retiring judges, and all smirks courtrooms. Fuck shit, tragedy pimps, monsters hee-haw and acting like assholes in about 4 of them. Whatever, it's fine. But, yeah, that's what your buddy Ryan gets up to. He supports and, terrorizes women and children, that's there, and fucks with them, and he does all fuck shit. Rolls around bro dude, a known and admitted woman and child abuser online in Monster's own words, has him out over there on Ryan Fun's Truth, where he then asks such questions as, why are all these missing from Tennessee or missing women and children? And I don't know. A couple of them feature abusive boyfriends and drug use. I don't know, man. Why are they? Shit, I don't know. Probably because dudes like Ryan and all of y'all take domestic violence super serious or child abuse really serious. Yeah, and you turn blind to it. You help the abusers and monsters. Much like the advocates Jenny, Adrian, and the rest of you sons of bitches who've ever supported that motherfucker. Yeah, that's why women and children end up body bags and why courts super take it serious. Why, y'all, it's fun. It's all fun. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry, squirrel. Anyway, point is, even I, as someone who survived that motherfucker literally trying to murder me on the regular, not a, oh, I thought he was gonna, or it could have been. I mean, motherfucker's like, I'm gonna murder you. This is how I dream of murdering you. Changes it every few weeks, attempts to murder me in those manners and methods he's drooling over. Over and over and over again for decades. Hey, remember that nice video? Oh yeah, the hit piece Ryan did by going up on 125 after it was semi-cleansed. Where what I said in my earliest stolen Facebook vids by scrolling in where I said left crutches on the couch. Did you see those? They ran that vid. I also said in that vid that I'd left it there for a reason that couch hid proof. Message that I'd never have to walk on those fucking crutches again. I keep them because I knew there'd be another injury, a twisted ankle, etc. as a fat ass or suddenly skinny, can see his own dick ass, sat on top of me, right? Suffocated me by one means or the other. It was always his favorite. Anyway, But to keep me from fighting back while also simultaneously screaming at me to fight back. Wildly enough. But they're in that spot because the couch was always there. It got moved there. Um, it was one of his favorite spots to land me at, and it was usually as but he would get me down right there. Put his whole body weight on me, put my knees up to my fucking neck, chest, sit on, suffocate me that way while strangling me, doing whatever. Then he'd toss me around, beat me in the head, and she usually try to avoid my face. I usually might get a second hand to throw these glasses or my pink ones, which are still not replaced. And they're all broke. You know, see, there's a little wire in this one that Monster put in it after breaking them. But I'd usually get a split second as he was coming at me to, like, take my glasses and sling them somewhere where inevitably I'd eventually find them later, one of the kids would. But he beat me in the head and stuff because he didn't like marks on my face. And he'd be angry if he could see it later. Super blood was flowing from my head if he split open my skull. It's often what you'll see me playing with are the scars here he's left back here that are so bad. And my hair doesn't grow right. Like right here and other places. And some of those you can see pictures of. Well, after they've been done, I've tried to glue them shut and everything else, and they still wouldn't, still shut after days. But anyway, that was his favorite thing to do in that spot. And then sometimes he'd let me go where I'd get just enough wiggle room in or do something, get enough whatever last breath was coming, And I'd sort of, turn him over. He would start shoving me, and my face and head went through that wall many times. Well below that white couch level. It shows I was not standing. Shows there was no Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. It shows I was being assaulted and sat upon by a fat ass who never had balls to fight a dude or anyone else ever. Only women and children, animals, elderly, But while screaming for me to fight back so they can make it a million times worse or excuse what inevitably be my real murder. Especially after I got sick and a little weaker and things. If ever I chose to fight, I knew it would make it exponentially worse. It could then broaden out to the kids. And if I died, he got the right hit anything like that. So that's why I took it. But anyway, all the holes featured in those walls below couch level. Across the house, not just there, but that spot was favorite. Show it wasn't no goddamn mutual anything or anything else. Combine that with all the hundreds of messages where he's mad at one guy or the other or whoever else, his mom and dad. Often they would gaslight him and shit to come hurt and abuse me and the kids because they thought it was funny, just like pushing weapons into the house on purpose to control me. Time when they knew he was banging a whore too, and to pick up shit. They didn't care if he in prison, murdering us. Tried everything I could to figure out some way to protect us against that particular fucker. Kids even begged him not to be doing that shit. They, much like others in courts, don't give a fuck about kids' words over here. And, I think it's funny. I don't care if any of us lived or died. Shit. They're just like him. Anyway, the point is, everyone on the show, knows messages where he's mad at somebody else and he leaves work or quits and tells me he's coming home to fuck me up. Calls telling me he's coming to fucking kill me. Wait until he gets there. This, that, and the other. Because so-and-so's pissed him off or so-and-so's done something to him. Not me. I get shit like that all the time right after he would mess me. He'd be going like, I love you. You know? And next thing I know, there he is. On his way, right? Tell me he's gonna kill me. Or the kids. Yeah, it seems like some herd and dip shit. Very mutual. Just because of a toxic relationship, for sure. His definition of toxic as being held accountable. Real accountability, curiosity. Others like myself, who just won't forgive and forget instantly, pretend shit never happened. We expect change, permanent, even if we know it'll never come. And those things see that as punishment if we won't forget or let it go or have feelings about the abuse. That's their version of toxic. Anyway, or if someone like me is around, catches them at all shit and every turn before they even get up to fuck shit, they don't like that shit. But, anyway, yeah. And even after all that shit, right? And the evidence left behind that he and Ryan helped lead showed to the world, and that I wasn't lying in my Facebook bed about those crutches and where I left them as a fuck you. You'll never put me on him again. On that goddamn couch I bought. And moved in a place that hides the truth. All those things would be ground level if it was depth and herd and mutual combat. No, they wouldn't be. Any real good detective would know that. The evidence is behind there of what he is in the truth. And a big giant fuck you lays on top of it. I'm glad him and Ryan chose to show that off. It's there just like my video from way back said it would be. Yeah. It's how leaving little pebbles and bits along the way. The little things. Yeah, it's wild, right? We just let the words pity him shows as they tried to help get me murdered. With Monster, Piper, Scott, rest all screwed. Still doing it, I hear. See, watch. Ignore here, watch in real life, shit, but the words, look what you made me do, right? swear to God, the monster after I'd be put through those walls and shit, right? Hurt and beat on for hours and shit while he was on top of me the entire time. He told me I was the one that did the damage. Look what I made you, or look what I did to that house. You know, I clearly did not put myself through those. Like, it's wild how monsters work, isn't it? And they try to mindfuck their victims, people around them, survivors, community, and the whole world into believing they're not monsters. There's more than a few from Ben Hill. They're all monsters, one variety or another. Do all kinds of similar shit. They're proud of it in certain settings, and masks come off and shit, you know. But apparently on the world stage, none of them want to be known as that. That was too much. Community known, of course, is fine. Families known, hope, whatever. That's cool, sort of. But, you know, monsters. Either way. Well, this fuck's stick's been enjoying years worth of. No, she's a big babbler on YouTube. And I'm just behind the scenes making $15 pop. Pretend I'm not there. Doing all the things and condemned and abused with a group online. I've been out here since the beginning going on. Motherfucker was not on that road. I've put out the evidence and the proof he wasn't curiosity. Maybe you should see it instead of Ryan's piece or Junior or Adrian's, or put the times on it together yourself to show, just like I have, that Fred's lying. A monster could not have been there. And nobody has to say we called work again. They said, because yeah, they all got habits of fuck around up there anyway. Look, the proof is here. The evidence is here. I put it here. It's real. It shows the monster was not on that road. Could not have been. I've put it on here. So you don't have to say, well, so-and-so called in. You can go, here's the proof in message format. Combined with signal, combined with times, combined with camera locations at everywhere, including even if it's being installed, so all things, it's there. Also, Pruitt's piece on the news where he says they have all reams and reams of data. Maybe give law enforcement a little credit. Instead of saying, they wouldn't have known, I wouldn't have been at a junkyard and blah, blah, blah. Learn what they do, how they do it. Common sense shit. So, you know, and maybe stop and be responsible enough not to be doing whatever you want eyes on for the second time. That ain't got shit to do with Fred Cars. Because I don't care who it is. I don't even care if it's. I don't care. It ain't cold.
Has been called. Ryan Finds Truth talked to Andy's boss. Andy was on video at work all day. He wasn't on Ben Hill. Fred is now saying that he left the holler, was going towards Kingsport. At the end of Shipley's driveway was a guy on a bike broke down, so he pulled over on Light Hollow Road, of all roads, tried to get the bike going for the guy and couldn't do it, so he said, "Hey buddy, I got a trailer, I'll be right back." He went back in on Ben Hill, got his trailer, went.
But also remember, there's a whole carload of people that had to get in now, and it wasn't just. And fall. It's fun.
Back to the bike and picked it up. The guy was Jeff Everly. That's the same guy who set him up for selling meth. Jeff was in a gold-colored Lexus and followed them to Zoomers. They got gas, then they took the bike to the West Side Inn. And then Fred messed up his story and said he went to Zoomers 3 times. He don't even know how to tell a story right. So anyway,
I remember he also said he seen a monster that day at Zoomers too. Weird that. And then also, let's see, he then says he picked up a second bike. Remember, he picked up 2 bikes that day. Hey, I wonder if when he passed by me that night, well, after helicopter, and he was literally like damn near running over my toes. I was like, "Whoa, Fred, I'll move the cars up for you. You can get the trailer." When he had the bike bringing it, which makes no sense if you think about it. But I wonder if Laura was with him in the truck. Boy, and dude, he was straight 10 and 2 in that shit, though. Wasn't very thrilling, it's a word. But boy, when he wanted to know all the things and look for an imaginary dog and be like, "Hey, trash can." You know? All sexily, waiting for Dawn on his date. You know? Or 2 during those days. He had a lot to say about everybody's heads and dogs and sins and sacrifices and other girls holla. I don't. Take it as you will.
went to Zoomers to West Side Inn, back to Zoomers, and I think he said it that way because he was trying to fit in that he seen Andy at 5:30. Then he went to a friend's house and smoked some dope, and then went to another friend's house on Lone Star, which happened to be Brandon Clark and Pete, and then went home. So now Brandon Clark is an alibi and a part of Summer's story, per Fred, June 15th, 2021. Who do you believe?
Anyway. Anything is possible, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Blue Man's gonna land places. Stuff everywhere around Yon Way. Same shit, different there in here. Certain things targeted, fucked with you. Certain shit planted and around. I'll lead to some super fantastic dope shit. Fuck shit. Of many critters in around there. Thing is, there is a difference between, oh, I don't know, them and those. And sometimes them's a joke, and those are those, and... Oh. And they aren't all built the same. Now the ties that bind sometimes are laid pretty bare. Maybe some things are, sometimes maybe certain keys are right in front of your face all the time. Maybe. The things not seen, the things not heard. The absence of certain things, but that are also very present. It's very telling. And this is about all I'm going to say on this. It's very telling what all 4 or 5 somebody's in there. Never touch, never target, never whisper about. Make sure never sees the light of day. Oddly so since the very beginning. Same Jello types playing all the games. Seemingly not one of them, any of them, for all the things they mentioned throughout all the years. They'll leave the same thing out. Y'all, but they'll talk about everything else. Target everyone else. Put out all the things and all the this, and the day goes that, transients this, and blah blah that, and shed this and shed that. It's weird what all of you have in common, isn't it? Sometimes silence is deafening. On that note, nope, felt my greatest day I've spent the greatest portion of my day. I really had like an hour and a half sleep. Woke up because I was pretty certain I was like, shit, man, I think I might be dying. This might be it. The cat's right, no, Mom, you gotta lay there, you're warm. And I was like, no, guys, you gotta let me. Anyway, so I had a little bit of sleep, and then I started running temp throughout the feel pretty sick. Anyway, it's been a roller coaster of a day. As I've hunted not been entirely distracted or even by this film or intentionally modulated between tragedy pimps and on the ground shit. And just stayed in my zone doing what I've been doing with what energy I have lately. Some nights and days are harder. For sure, they have been lately. I've been trying to get some of the medical stuff taken care of this year. I got to the last week or so, and that never went a little sideways, but it did in a way, at least, even if the treatment was making things a little worse, it allowed a certain type of separation and a step back, certain things. Um, and I'm just gonna be vague about that. But yeah, sometimes I swear, fucking shit's worse than whatever you've got fuck going on. I swear to God. Anyway, so Lord, y'all, I had the most mortifying moment earlier after. It's all the cat's fault. And half our stalkers right here, I'm sure y'all trade pics back out, like trading cards. I was like, man, why? Why is this happening to me? You know, had to get entirely sick in the public realm and actually be out there, you know. Because most of the time I'm trying not to be. Anyway. But, I've been hell sick and sometimes, um, cures are worse than the fucking ailments. Sometimes they help fires burn a little brighter, too. But, anyway, I'm still trying to get some of the health stuff under control, etc. Do certain things there. Keeping a step back. Um, and also because of things here on the ground. Um, and this group's fuckery with it and involvement with it. One day. One day that story will be told. The extreme nature of you people over here. And your everything's in between and tie up bags and all that shit. Little helpers and such. Anyway. Oh, you know. It is what it is right now, but I'm just ignoring the fuck out of most of it. Not paying it really any mind. Letting everything else do so, and doing what matters most, and saying damn it all was absolutely certain that was it. And I had several episodes throughout the day. I was like, fuck. But I was also, on fire in quotation marks. I was like, man. And my brain was going faster than and the intake of info and things, so I don't know, but. So I had to go back and correct my own self on certain things, dig in, but sometimes when things are lit, it kind of goes that fast. Just searching for the answer. There's a simple truth. It's there somewhere. And even though sometimes even that simple might seem like it's a bit overcomplicated once it's actually there, and maybe it won't seem that complicated. But I think it is absolutely possible to nail Jello to the wall eventually if you do it just. You know. Anyway, that may be under this long. Um, uh, watch that step. It looks like there's some shit to it. And a reason it's using me to advertise for it again. And I want no part of that fuck shit. And I'd appreciate if my name is taken out of the title where you're getting up to that fuck shit, but using my name to boost algorithms and to pretend like whatever. And like you ain't doing what you're doing in that video. And I hate to be doing this piece and putting eyes on it clearly and attention. Because that's exactly what the fuck I want. But I just want to point out how fucked that is. Now, I don't even know that I know that, but like, and no, it's not a reaction. Look, she's watched my piece, and look how she reacted to this or that. No, it's just a simple that's fucked up, but it's weird what that's got to do with, well, a couple of tragedy events and certain shit unknown to you all in the public's current. Just like you say, Rick, else in there. Only difference is I'm not putting them in a clip version and tagging your name in them and making them content or out to the public. See how it works. Anyway, wild, ain't it? Yeah, I'd use your real name, your whole channel, anything in the title or here. My God. Because I didn't care about algorithms or views or it being pushed to certain people with their name in the title to watch again and maybe react to so you get attention on her. The hive could go, oh, she's reacting to that. I know she is. Jerry, 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 Jerry at 5. She's walking at 5. Y'all extra. Okay? Take my fucking name on that title. I want no part of whatever the fuck that is. You hear me? Quit using me to pick up your views for the fuck shit you whatever the fucking group we're up to. Because I promise you, even if you don't realize it, oh, some of the hives left some shit around some shit, and that just has a smell and it might go with that shit. And y'all, this doesn't mean go put y'all start some fuck shit for this group, and I'm get Bill must be something there because she reacted to that. I just think it's fucked about like cul-de-sac Karen putting the onion shit on fucking Line Period and then coming back with her whole story and any of y'all running with that either. To potentially and possibly get that y'all. I just think y'all are fucked up individuals around here. I can call it like sit. That's what the fuck I came here for. I came with a goddamn warning label. It said fuck around and find out. I clearly made a video you will never play over on Facebook that said, by God, I was coming here to hunt you. Which is why this has never been a Summer Rose channel. I've always said, coming here to hunt you motherfuckers down for what you've done in and around Summer. Guys, scamathon, the fuck shit, the community shit, how you operate in many cases. This is fuck said. Yep. And then I said DV, and then Summer and Speaker Meyer when and where. I chose, so, you know. Yep. Despite popular belief. That's what was promised, and sort of why I'm here. Just to call y'all's fuck shit. So y'all want to be like, oh God, look at it. It means something. There's bad cards. There's a mystery. No, sometimes it's really as simple as listening to me say, shit's fuck shit. Stop the fuck shit. Stop all the shit. It's the chaos and the jello and the mud. Which I get it. I mean, what a blood shorts. Fuck, I didn't say what I said about the trash. But only difference is, that shit's legit. That shit really happened. The only thing I can't say is white fucking. But what I can also say is I don't give a fuck. Whatever reason it happened for was legit. And the cops did it. Right? The feds, the good guys, those guys saw the skills. They did it for a reason. Because that's how detectives work. And they thought of little things like that. While y'all still are going, trading cars, trading cars, trading cars. Sure, they're pretty far ahead of you. It's the little things, man. The feds had the little things, you know. Hell, I can guarantee you they're leagues ahead of it. Like, I'm over here, like, destroying myself on the daily. Puzzling, wondering is there. But even if I think I finally come to an answer, conclusion, and have all the things, you still couldn't say, even I couldn't say, you wanna know why? I do it all the time. Eventually I'll learn. Or not. I don't know. Ugh. Man, one day I cannot wait to have, like, me fully back. Maybe. Hopefully. To where I never ever lose one letter again. Because that became the, or seeing shit flash in front of me. It says, hey, the battery's dying. And still failing to get the hint. But then again, I can't see so good, so it looks like one notification of the next tough time. So there's that too. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna report you for sexual harassment. Troll count. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do it. Anyway. um. It was all in caps. Wonder if it's Heather Land. Been like, do you want, like, puts the lotion on. Or gets hose again. Or gel pens or feather ticklers. We're not sure. Anyway. You know how it goes. Around here. Skin wearing motherfucking weirdo misery bitches. Alright. So anyway, I don't know. You never know. The caps like man, they make me feel type of way. Anyway. Y'all, I hold faith in the feds. And like I was saying, unfortunately, all of us anywhere in this realm cause them grief. Some of us not meaning to, in the least. And unfortunately, we live in a world where people absolutely with intention do fuck shit with all the words spoken and get up to fuck shit. Absolute nonsense and just bury him in mountains of bullshit with it. And they do so with intention to do that. And on purpose. For many reasons. They tamper and screw with Elena constantly, but also to fuck with the world and everything else, so it doesn't matter what we say or don't say. And, it's always something, intentionally on your all's parts to take it and do fuck shit. Now, some of those I can disagree, like, shit. Oddly enough, y'all never putting that shit on some CDs or anything. Be like I'm sending it in, But, I'd love to tell you I couldn't even read that. Oh, I can tell you what I can see of it. It's not even worth my time. I don't know. There's something in a dictionary in there. I don't care. I hear there are like bazillions of election related rooms. You can go hang out in them, like. Sure, they pay better anyway. Or maybe they don't. I guess it depends. So even if one of us around here think we all have it figured out, or you still have to wait on LA courts and feds and you know. And if we find anything worth finding along the way, or have something drop or come to us, or finally have like a fucking aha or something, and it does happen constantly, almost seems like these days, but you just have these moments. You're sitting there, and you're going back, and you're like, holy shit, stupid. And you think of something differently than you had before, or you're like, how in the fuck did I miss that? And it's right here staring the whole time. How did what I mean? Yeah, pieces fall together. Things change based on other information and facts you get that are tangible things, or at least things from people you can trust. Which I gotta tell you right here is real low, the amount of these days. Um, yeah, okay, see, I like to pick up on his dictionary. I read it. I also stared into it like, I should be like, I don't know, man. You know what I seen yesterday? No, this morning, maybe. I think those from. Oh my god. So, I think it was TikTok. There is this, I don't know what you call it, thread or constant vid. It was running, right? And much like the other egg vids, because she knows that I'm always making fun of them and things, I'm like, they're legit people, like I've told you over years. They're really people over on here on YouTube and all this. They have like 50, 100, 300,000 motherfuckers watching them crack and peel eggs and sit in them cash apps. They're monetized out the ass. They have like 4 million followers. And they're neutral. They're like Switzerland. They're not doing anything bad for the world. They're not necessarily doing anything good. But it brings people some sort of fucking happiness. But they're not doing evil and terrible things, and they have so many more followers than you fuck sticks over here putting all this effort into being monsters. And man, they're raking in the dough over there, breaking eggs and shit. So little knows I get a kick out of this, right? And also, I'm pathetic because y'all put so much work into being terrible piece of shit humans, making the world shitty and hurting and harming other people, right? And for the low views and the low this and everything else y'all fucking get, those egg breaking motherfuckers over there, they just be doing all the Lord's work, okay? And not harming humanity or desensitizing it or, yeah, they provide entertainment for somebody. But Little shows me this method I had not seen before. There's an egg up on screen, it's like dangling in midair with this little device. And each time a payment is given to the individual running whatever stream or TikTok, whatever the fuck it is, okay, the two little things over here do this, right? To keep breaking the eggs, it rotates. And so basically, I mean, yeah, it's sort of like slot machine or something, it gives people the same dopamine, serotonin releases and all that. Just say like TeamU, Facebook, the like buttons, the dislikes, the comments, all that shit hits your brain centers. Just like heroin dope, all that shit, right? So same sort of thing, I guess. But it's not harming the world. There's like 40,000 people watching it, just like penny slotting or nickeling or loving it or gifting it, whatever the fuck it's called over there. Just to make little things tap against the exit rotated to see whose gift or whatever money stuff they use makes it bust. And there's like a whole pan below it filled with already ruptured eggs. Like, man, if they could do that over there and they don't have to really speak, they'll just. Here you motherfuckers are being terrible to humanity, people who are already bleeding out, man. People in their worst moments. Worst Tuesdays. Sticking a knife in, twisting for entertainment. Investment names, crypto, rubbing elbows in the background with what I assume is real crime like trafficking, cartel movements, money laundering, all that shit, you know? And harming real people in the worst moments there, I'd like, bro, I want the egg guys. Yeah. These people are good. These people are bad. You know? Anyway, you guys. Yeah. And apparently Little found out about the whole Anya thing because it was pushed on there. Of course, you know, her and even on separate devices with me, she was like, oh my god. And there's one of you fuck sticks I recognized over in that crazy bitch's comments. Ever going, no shit to the lady who put it on TikTok. One of you, and I know you from over here, under name on there, is in that chick's, and this is the thing. And I was like, Mama, what the hell? I was like, I know, I didn't say anything, yeah, but it was pushed to her. Same way as Olive, no matter how safe or separate you try to keep her. I should have known, and I should have told. I just, whatever, you know. But anyway, she was like, oh, it's one of those murder book bitches. I was like, yeah, can't you tell by the eyebrows on fleek and the makeup done, not ready to go on, and all that bullshit. Yeah. Anyway, but Little was just as disgusted when she became aware, when it pushed her, because inevitably, if some of you fuck sticks and everybody else, and then Summers, and then one of our kids' names touched it, y'all the shit, right? So, in the comments, Little see you, I know who you are over here. Your ass really over hopping down, up and down that lady's comments. Go down another answer because I searched for her. It took me a minute to continue reading comments. There's one of y'all from over here who's really proclaiming to have searched for summer and da 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 da. And going after the Karen over there. Some clout virtue signaling bullshit. Going, that's how you know it's because you search for summer. It's like Karen versus Karen over on that shit. I love you get your murder books out. psychology says. The whole weird sect of I dream of being a dead genies over here that all look alike, quack alike, and get off on the same shit alike. It's strange. Have a glass of boxed wine about it, I guess. Anyway, um, no, I'm not single. Nope, I'm in like this whole polygamous cult, or maybe like one of those groups. I don't know. I'm with 63 dozen people. I'm sorry, my dance card's full. Totally full. My dancing full, you know. Bet cards, dance cards, bingo cards. Well, those markers do give one. I don't know, they're really nice. The good ones. Damn, y'all seen some always been neat. Oh Lord, especially back in the day. I don't know about now, but back when there was definitely a whole lot of bingo halls things, but that bingo equipment can get pricey. Those markers back in like, yeah, when we were all still like skating in Madonna with cones and shit. Them bingo markers, I see them old ladies carrying, man. Like, I'm pretty sure I'd take out second mortgages with that diabetes fella, the Wilfred Brimley. Oh, yeah. Them things got bougie priced. But they're very cathartic. Some are very, like, I don't know, you use them and you're like, oh, this is pleasant. That's what I need to find. It's a good bingo hall. Or VFW or some bingo event that's not church related. I like bingo. Anyway, yeah. It's like I always God, now that song stuck in my head. You remember the little. What the fuck was that even for? All I'm hearing in my head. This one is, like, I think all of us. Oh, it was about a little doggy, wasn't it? Bingo. Bingo, and Bingo was his name. Yeah. The fuck was it all about? And was that all of that tune? I remember. And some of those little kids' tunes, man, once you're an adult and you realize their origins and everything, it's like the knick-knack paddywhack if I talk about. Do you know what that little ditty is actually about? Holy shit. But there are ways in which simple little tunes caught on in days before newspapers and things like that to help the populace spread certain things, yeah, and it not to be caught by certain. Yeah, you figure that out when you're an adult. But then for some reason we teach our kids these. Yeah, it's almost as strange as how Disney Disney buys the fuck out of shit like Little Mermaid and other things. some of those fairy tales are damn right terrifying. Till they're Disney-fied. Anyway. Um, who's this guy? I don't know. I'm not your guy, so you don't have to worry about it. See, see how it works? Um, yeah, so anyway, y'all, what's happening with the fucking election? I don't even want to know. What kind of terror has been rained upon us now? Let's see. What kind of fuck shit they got up to. Because you know they damn well did. Who's electoral folk? It takes 2 months to get the full count in, though they do it on TV and make y'all think it's instant, but it's a pretty good guesstimate of things. Uh, the last 8 years propaganda would make you think otherwise you're a dipshit. Falling in certain regions of the country, especially, and more spongy for stupid shit. I forget how functions the government work. Probably why I'm getting ready to open up the world to a bunch of shit. It shouldn't exist. None of it should. I really voted that we all break up for a few years, have space, then try again. But no. Or never again. And just worry about the little guys who actually matter instead of figureheads. They're probably better. Um, try explaining it to people, though. And still only 8 will show up at those poll lines, am I right? Oh yeah, I'm right. Joe, fuck us all. What's left? Why Jill Stein always gotta be here pulling votes? Like, her ass ain't winning it. Why she always gotta be that asshole? Even others fall out to where they don't take votes away from him. Jill Stein's just an ass. Fucking Kennedy and his brainworms, bro. All his predecessors are rolling in their graves. I can't even believe he turned out like that. His cornbread ain't down in the middle these days. Fuck sticks. Really? You ever notice that, like, even the 2024 United States elections, why do we not even, you don't even see it topped out anymore, the United States of America. It's probably because North and South America confuse people these days. I don't know. And look at that. How many are concentrated on, like, you know, the local ones? No one's. I wonder how many people showed up for this. The ones that matter. Good Lord. Honey, that's right. Oh, for United States Senate. Right, for Tennessee. Marsha, rep absentees 1,603. Early voting 38,000. Election day voting 17,000. Wow, big numbers, guys. The people you're sitting up to actually make and do laws and okay them and approve them and do all the things. It's not actually to figure it. Yeah, it's hell of numbers y'all got going. Wow, 23. Jesus. Harshberger, of course. Here, District 4. Price. John Crawford. Oh, I know which one I was interested in. 207. Uh, ugh. Fucking ridiculous. I knew you gonna have this many people with the same last names running the same damn election, running different districts, winning them. I know some little funky to y'all. Holy grain. Oh, but I don't know what anybody expected there, I guess. Interesting. Seriously, okay. Why have it's fun. Oh, anyway, so little elections actually anymore with so few turnout for them. Then that's how we end up with fuck shits at the electoral college still holding us all whatever anti-partied system and all the fuck shit. That's how we end up in this shit. Nobody cares about the little things. Sometimes matter most. No, dear sweet baby Jesus. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Just don't look. Just don't look. For right now. I think I'm with little. I'm gonna eat snacks and all that shit. My dance card's full. The year of 2024. Another fuck Tuesday. Oh, I'll just get a few years of independence up in this motherfucker and then get to heal. And then choose again more wisely. If we do that. Should have done that years ago. Years ago. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm going to find a snack, gather all my kitties. Looks like I've got one. My God, is that you? It's not. No. I know what that is. Um. Oh, what's that rap tap tapping? Speaking of, man, um, one of my favorite people on earth, obviously. Well, like my favorite. Nope. I don't know how to say that. Cause I only have so many of those. But yeah, one of the people I care about the most on this earth the other night came in and gave me they just randomly, well, sort of, had a baby Jesus. Well, no, it was an adult Jesus, but it was an itty bitty Jesus. Fully formed tiny Jesus. On and about their person. They were like, whoa, it's in my pocket. I got 6 dozen. Here. It's like, really? Really? They're like, sweet baby Jesus. Anyway, so I took tiny Jesus. His little sandals, his robe, and his tie. I sat tiny Jesus in the spot I thought he'd be safe. I mean, the cats know they're not supposed to be on bar space like it. And I come back and I couldn't find my tiny Jesus, and I was gonna put tiny Jesus up eventually. I was having a fun time with tiny Jesus, and then I was gonna come on and show you all tiny Jesus because I had jokes, I had jokes, and I was thinking about introducing him as my co-host. But anyway, I couldn't find tiny Jesus. And I thought, well, Jesus, what did I do with Jesus? It was a bad day. I know it's probably my fault. I've lost Jesus. Like I've lost the even larger Bix. I don't, it's like I'm going to hell. I've lost tiny Jesus. I've misplaced him. Anyway, I was just hanging out. I was doing my thing. Next thing I know, little hurricane comes walking out of my room, acting funny. I hear a thing in the floor. I'm like, what the hell you got? What's in your mouth? Because he's in his toddler phase. I realize it's the white robes of Jesus. It's like, man, give me back my Jesus. We had a fucking fight about Jesus. I need Jesus. Ernie got up there and he took my tiny Jesus. And it was like one of those 1950 B camp. They used the iguana for Godzilla movies. In a cardboard town. He was eating my tiny Jesus. It felt very Clash of the Titans. One of my favorite movies, but the original, not the new one. Release the Kraken! Anyway, so I've tried to repair Tiny Jesus. It's not Did I ever watch that movie? It was one of those campy films. I think it was like Billy Bob After Dark or something. What the hell's his name? I used to like that fella and the tone of his voice and things. But he used to run those, like, the girls washing Jeep movies, and there wasn't much of those. Elvira liked, a bunch of the campy B ones. Like, it just depended, but he'd also run the ones like, Woman with the 50-foot lipstick and all that. It just sort of reminded me of that. It's weird. I know, it seems like it doesn't have a point. It's random. But, tiny things, right? Tiny things, they can matter the most. Sometimes you just have to wait for perspectives and shit and other things to fall in and figure out the jello and iguana type fuckery around all the little things. And try not to be tortured by the obvious fuck shit. Or claws and weird shit as you're chasing down the tiny things. Then help a whole lot of things that might believe one way or the other acquire tiny Jesus. A little bit of Jesus in their souls. No. And I don't know. I still wonder. I'm curious, even, about what made that cat go for the tiny Jesus. What was his problem? Why'd he do that? Out of all the things. You never know. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm gonna find a snack. Uh, my other kitties. And he's like, why did you move me, lady? So, don't tell him that night. Said that night. Said that night. So we're gonna go find baby brother. I don't know, should we? We probably should wake up the toddler. Nah, well, you know, when we open a snack, he's coming out from wherever he's hidden anyway. You know he is. I know. I know he's gonna pounce on you and me, and he'll have had a nap, and he'll be into all the shenanigans. All of them. Till he eats, checks out the lavender litter, and then is ready for a nap again, much like any tiny baby. What have y'all done with your baby brother? I've got eyes on you too. What have y'all done with your baby brother? Yeah, they pushed him behind the couch earlier. And I swear to God, this one had to laugh. I swear he was laughing. There was noises. And he was like, ah, rescue me. And then they were holding him in there. He kept trying to pop up. They were like, no. Where's your baby brother? What have y'all done with him? I feel like y'all are responsible. As many times as I've said his name in the past few minutes. And again, he did play. And he made me chase him through the yard. Get sick in public. And, he's had a heckin' good time today. So he must be surely super asleep. It's fine. I'll crinkle a wrapper in a minute. And he'll be like, hey. He'll be right here. That's how it works. But I do worry. Anyway, guys, I am out of here for the night. Y'all have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever y'all are. I guess, Lil and I are just gonna wait for the shock and awe of this shit. Just going to bed about it. I'm not looking again. Can't do it this cycle. So snack and cats and just gonna chill about it. So anyway, y'all have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever y'all are. Um, you know, my, to the outlook, I just know people are gonna be in their trucks with sunglasses on, in their power wagons, and there's gonna be Karens. There's gonna be tears no matter what happens. It's gonna be shit. Granted, dictator like, I don't know. This is why all of us should care about little things. This is why education matters and why we should demand that certain things be taught. And known by the populace still. Weird it's not. And that, your attention should be on little things that lead to the big things, and that the little things do indeed in ways matter more than the big, but if you don't want some ways to change shit to where this would have never even existed, everything wouldn't be as polarized, separated, divided, extreme, pendulum-like, bringing everything we are as a country to its knees, just as planned all the way back on a Strange Tuesday by a man who had some insight in the way in which just few casually placed, seeming a little bit giant things could take hold for decades, and propaganda and religion all playing in to make us all destroy our own selves from inside out. He wasn't wrong. Terrorist I wasn't wrong. That was his plan, and it's worked wonderfully so far. There's truth to that. Divided we fall. And we've allowed the most hate-filled to do that. But honestly, beyond an event, have we not let it all seep in and take hold? Follow the propaganda, the algorithms, religion march to the beat of figureheads' drums. This country and the entire world, and the movements around it because of all the turbulent times since that Tuesday. Never would have been. We wouldn't be where we are. And if we cared more about little things, and the little guys that we're voting to eventually get to, be a better world, literally. The little things do matter. And, now division is the name of the game, and bashing and kicking down, and destruction, and algorithms, propaganda, the whole line. Misinformation. Education only taught in a way that it's test format only and to pass and nothing else. No whole anything. Everything's clippable. Conversations, human interaction, videos. There's nothing whole anymore. And nobody seems to want it to be. But there's a true ring to divided we fall. Anyway, y'all have a good morning, good evening, good night. Maybe go enjoy the egg videos or whatever those are today. And each other, and reach out to your fellow humans. Right. Enjoy the spec, the vast cosmos. Right. And as always, if you don't care, please share the DV/Universal Hand Signal for help. And Canada save lives from health emergencies. DV, obviously, medical, elderly at home alone, choking children, nonverbal, abductions, rape, sexual assaults, public incident, private, you know. So many lives it can save in the middle of crimes where perpetrators cannot hear you making a call, you die. Or those in faraway lands from communication like being home. Where you gotta wait sometimes for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and hope you're still alive and make it, or mm, whatever. Mm, I have words. We're about my tongue. But it saves lives. Okay. Leaves traces, tracks, paperwork, gets help in time. And as tech and call centers meet over the course of time, the astounding and astronomical amount of lives it can save is unreal. And as always, please do share Summer's picture, information, and call her by name. And you all know what I mean by information. That does not mean bullshit Betty, jail or douchebag, y'all know the fucking, the moving head shits. And the graceless God she's evils and things. Y'all know how the fuck I feel about the motherfuckers. Stick with the real journalists, alright? Like the Angeles, the Bobos, and Roger Review, Kingsport Times, Sean City Press, you know, things like that. WCYB, WHJHL, even Hawkins News over here on YouTube. Share their stuff, share law enforcement. That means local surrounding agencies. It means state police, TBI, FBI. They do indeed have a Q&A up for summer. Okay? And even you going and reading that will help you all stay on track, have facts, basics, what has been released, and keep these creators from screwing with you like they have for years. It keeps it in little bounds anyway. And anyway, every time you share her flyer type info, like whereas the height, weight, and her picture, whatever. And if you want to share extra info, include a link to one of those sources, or interviews, or her Q&A, or whatever from law enforcement releases, pressers, whatever, and change it out every now and then. Okay, maybe the right thing at the right time hits the right ears or eyes and a person, and it may seem silly or stupid to you all, but it's not. And I can promise you it's not, because I experience it myself. I know others here do, even though it's been years. And it shouldn't have been 1 second. You still have these moments where something goes, duh, or you hear a piece that you've heard many times, and suddenly it's, wait a minute, hold on. Or other things you've gathered along the way, and you're like, oh my god. So this fits here, and it's this way that this actually doesn't. Maybe, I guess, yeah, whatever. Or it brings you to new ways of thinking. Yeah, it just, and maybe that'll be the key, the answer, the truth. Someone holds something, and somebody out there knows something, and you all doing that with information and links to real information. It could help the right person at the right time who may have read the article, read this, whatever many times, or even a video included in by one of those news outlets, whatever the investigative journalists go, wait a minute. Pruitt said, or hold on, he said it this way, or Lawson said, or this said, or ears said, wait, wait, you know. It happens to all of us here, even still. And if it happens to the right person here, around, country, or world, it could mean everything to someone. Alright, please share the real information. No social media, no garbage, no YouTube, no bullshit, bullhorns, otherwise. Or tragedy pimps, or hives, or well-organized criminal organizations working as one to tamper with open and active investigations and destroy cases in real lives and communities. Law enforcement and families and everybody else around these situations. Alright? That's how you help Summer. It's how you will also help any active and ongoing case, no matter if it's man, woman, or child. That's how you can be of most help to them, their families, communities, and law enforcement. And wildly enough, doing that, sharing the victim, survivor, fighters, flyer, info, all these real things from real sources, can also help ferret out, find, and out the perpetrators around each crime. Because guess what? The right person can see the right thing at the right time. Go, wait a minute, old whatever the person's name is, or does look a little funny, or wait, that be, you know what I mean? So, and gets them turned in or looked at, that person going, wait a minute, this is weird, I need to call law enforcement, because this person's doing whatever every time, or now that it dawns on me, every time this is whatever, you know. See how it works. So keep that in mind always with every case you see. This well-organized group of criminal assholes working through template style year after year after year after year after year that they should not be. Keep that in mind for one of them, as they do the same template shit on you. Law enforcement sus, oh look, a witness, neighbor, this, blah, 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 narrative this, narrative that, billboard, GoFundMe's, reward funds. Oh, don't forget the Little Caesars pizzas. Am I right, my guys? Hell yeah, I am. You know. Uh-huh. Oh, look, try to take out the real searchers. Insert goofball searchers associated with the group. Or, oh, look, no, they don't need real advocates. Blowjob or fucking Cheryl be one. Or, no, 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 we need the baby drones instead of the big boy fit drones. Or, wait, hold up. We need some, like, Jim Terry type PIs up in this motherfucker, yeah? How about a dog? A Dr. Phil. A housewife swap or whatever. I don't know. Discovery Channel? History Channel? The aliens and the person disappeared to IMDb with tappy shoes. Say the Carls of the world. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Real information, real news, real reporters, real law enforcement. Like social media around these things. You know? I know, ironic and all that. I get it. But anyway, y'all have a good morning, good night, good evening. Snacks, cats, whatever makes you happy. Oh, let's hope the sun shines tomorrow as best as it can, or today. I guess dance either way, somehow. Alright? And, y'all just keep holding your loved ones and enjoying as many days and even as you can, and a little spark. Remember your fellow humans and little things. And always remember to kick out, the little pebbles. They become tsunamis. You know, like the little sparks. Not for real, okay? You get what I'm saying. If you don't, you probably shouldn't be online. Um, and be a voice when you can't remember yours matters. One matters, 100 matter. And out of one can grow many. Change can come from one or out of a chorus. Anyway, y'all have a good night.